Have you ever wondered the difference between network marketing and a traditional job? Today I'm going to talk about 3 of the big differences and what it means to you coming up. Hey everybody, this is Darren Kidd. On today's video, we're going to talk about 3 differences between network marketing versus a traditional job. I believe that I can speak on this topic because I've been on both sides of the fence. I actually had jobs, I've been a part of franchising, and I am now a multiple 7-figure earner in the network marketing industry. However, it wasn't always like that. I failed for 7 solid years in this industry. I actually ended up bankrupt with my car repossessed on government assistance. Then finally had the right mentors that taught me exactly what to do, that changed everything that led me to the multiple 7-figure income. And with what's happening in the world today, what I'm going to share with you is going to affect every single one of us, is affecting every single one of us. And so I'm very passionate about the topics. Number 1, at a job, your income depends just on you. And that's scary. What if you get sick? Where in network marketing, you have the ability to develop assets that throw off cash, that generate income whether you work or you don't work. And an example that hits home to me is my dad was one of the best in the world at what he did. He was featured in car magazines, but the day he found out he had a rare type of leukemia and they said you only have several months to live, his income stopped that day. And the last several years of his life, the number 1 stress and strain on my parents was money, because we found out how much money you have can determine whether you live or die, and that's a scary time to find that out. So definitely that's a key difference, is your job depends just on you, where network marketing allows you to leverage your time and efforts and not be just dependent on what you do. Number 2, at your job, you exchange time for money. And you know, money, there's doctors that make a lot of money, but they have no what? They have no time freedom. Then there's people who have a whole lot of time freedom, but they have no money. So money with no time does us no good. Time with no money does us no good. In the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiosaki, one of the best-selling business authors of all times, says most people teach your kids go to school, get good grades, get a good job, and work for money. Where wealthy people teach their children a little something different. They develop assets that throw off cash and have money work for them. So most people look for work. Wealthy people build networks. J. Paul Getty, one of the first recorded billionaires in history of Getty Oil, said, I'd much rather get paid 1% off 100 people's efforts than 100% effort of my own. So at our job, you can only work so many hours. There's only so much overtime. And now with them, I know in America, they're starting to call us the 30-hour work week, because they're cutting people's hours back so they don't have to pay them their full benefits, let alone any overtime. So with network marketing, you have the ability to continually expand your income, create financial freedom and time freedom, which for me, the time freedom is more important than the financial freedom, but it takes the financial freedom to get that. And that's what it's allowed my family to be able to go out there and do, and that's why I love this industry so much. So there's another key difference, very similar to number 1, but yet that gives you a little more depth of what I was talking about. Number 3, our job requires us to work our life around that job. Where in network marketing, you can work your business around your life. And I remember one of my first jobs, my wife was pregnant and going into labor with their first child. And I remember they got frustrated when I wanted to take off work to go see my child being born. And that was when I knew that I needed something different. So what I love about this industry, you can build it around your life. I don't go out to build my network marketing business most of the time. I just build it while I'm out. And that's a big difference. So as we wrap it up, what does this mean to you? What does this mean to me? Well, there's a publication that just recently came out. If you could see what's on the front of this publication, I'll read it to you. The 9-to-5 job is over. They're now starting to call America, like I said before, the new 30-hour work week. People are getting laid off, downsized, right-sized, capsized, and they're looking for a better way. And I just heard an interview with actually Eric Worre and Richard Branson, which those who know who Richard Branson is, he's the most influential entrepreneur in the world right now, Sir Richard Branson. And here's what he said on this interview when talking to Eric Worre. all the future jobs in the next 20 to 30 years will be created by network marketing and basically network marketers. This industry is now over 100 years old. It's a $180 billion industry, and it's a great time. Jim Rohn says work on your job full-time, but work on your fortune part-time. And I've had franchises, I've had jobs, and I can tell you network marketing is a better way. So that I hope you take this information and you act on it today.